So you can build a six-figure business without needing millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube. You can do it without that. Are you ready to dominate on social media and generate all the leads in the world, make all the money in the world, but you're not sure the things that you must be doing every single day and every single week to make that happen? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then be sure to keep on watching this entire video, because I'm going to share with you 5 different tips for social media domination that you must implement today. So let's get right into this. So welcome back to my channel, Jelena Ostrovska here from JelenaOstrovska.com, and welcome back to my channel. Super excited to see you here. If you are new, consider subscribing, and if you are a returned visitor, then welcome back. This is the best place for coaches and consultants who wants to turn their social media into revenue generators right now. So let's get into the video. So the number one thing that you must be doing every single day, and that's where your focus has to be, is you gotta be building your email list every single day, every single week. I did talk about it in this video in very details on why you should not just rely on social media to build your business and why it can get taken away in a single day. So be sure to check that out. But your email list is the list that you actually own. You do not own Facebook. You do not own Instagram, you do not own any of these platforms, but you do own your email list, and that's your warmest customers, and that's your warmest leads and potential customers. And you have to remember that platforms like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whichever, some of them are going to be here to stay, and they have stayed here for a long time, but you just have to treat them as a tool to grow your business. You should not be attached to them. But you should be attached to building your email list so you expand your audience every single day. Number 2, you have to stay committed to creating content. And I say committed because a lot of the times people come to me and they say, hey Jay, I really struggle with staying consistent with content. And I always tell them, that's not about consistency. Consistency is just something that you are committed to. If you are committed to creating content every single day, if you're committed to building your business every single day, then you are going to be creating content, and that's how you have to treat that. So I do want to give you some tips that are really going to help you out as a content creator, which are: do not half-ass it. Do not publish just for the sake of publishing. And I'm going to give you one piece of advice that I always give to my clients and to myself as well, is do not publish if you don't feel like it. So, and here's why. Because some coaches are going to tell you, no, your feelings have nothing to do about your goals and all that kind of BS. However, I've done this myself, and I've done this to myself as well, when I don't feel like it, but I'm just like, but I have to publish something. And every single time I say to myself, I have to publish something, that post always is like a piece of crap. So that's just being me flat out honest. So instead of you just forcing content, instead get into that zone and get into the flow of creation, because once you know your niche, once you know your offer, once you know who the heck you are, creation is going to come easier, but you have to stay committed to that. And if you're not sure where to get content ideas, you might be just saying, well, Jay, I do feel stuck every now and then. I'm not really sure what to create or where to get ideas. Then I do have this video right here where I share with you 5 different places where I go to find unlimited content ideas for YouTube, for my website, for social media, honestly, for any social media platform. So you definitely want to check that video out. I'm also leaving all the links down below in the description as well, so check that out as well. Now, number 3 is probably one of the most important ones, and I do feel like a lot of creators are not really using it to their advantage, and a lot of people are just forgetting about it. And that is, you have to be active in finding your tribe. So a lot of the times people say, well, I'm just going to wait for people to come to me. I'm going to wait for attraction marketing to kick in. And although attraction marketing is great, but customers are not going to be chasing you down until you actually put your best foot forward and until you actually start going out there and connecting with people yourself. Because, waiting for attraction marketing to kick in, it may take forever. So you have to go out there and find the people yourself. And we are in 2020, at least that's when this video is recorded. So we have stayed a lot of the times home this year in particular because of the pandemic. So you have to use that time right now to take a little bit of extra, make that extra effort to go in, connect with people, go engage on Facebook groups, go engage on Instagram hashtags, engage with your competitors, engage with your competitors' audiences. And I'm here to tell you that this year specifically focus on building your audience deep, not wide, because everybody wants to go viral, but not everybody can go viral. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that you have to strive for. Going viral is just like a cherry on top, right? So you can build a six-figure business without needing millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube. You can do it without that. And you do have to build deep. If you just build deep connections with, let's say 100 people every single month, do you think that you can sign some people up out of 100 people? Probably. Let's say 300. So 300 people, that's 10 people per day. That's pretty dang doable. So 10 people per day, every single day, 300 people. And for the year, that's going to be, how many people? 3,650, something like that. So go out there and start connecting with more people and be proactive instead of waiting for people to come to you. And one more tip for you, actually a couple of tips. First of all, stop leaving generic comments. Nobody gives a about that. And excuse my language, but nobody cares about you leaving a thumbs up on a post. Nobody cares about you leaving a heart in the comments on a post. People want to get to know you, and you have to actually show people that you care about their content. Give them the kind of comment that actually speaks like, hey, I actually have read your post and here's the opinion that I get to give you. And here's, my take on it, or here's my my question for you regarding that. So don't just engage for the sake of engaging, hoping that that is going to drive people to your profile. It's not just about that. It's about asking questions. It's about building those relationships and connections. It's about getting more personable, if you will, with people, but not getting too personal, you know what I'm talking about? But personable just enough for them to want to connect with you more and learn more about what you do. So start building deep instead of just going wide. So step number 4, which is probably the one that's actually preventing you from dominating on social media in a real way, and that is you gotta make freaking offers, right? And I don't mean by free offers, I mean an actual paid offer, either some kind of coaching program, consulting package, a digital product, some sort of way for people to work with you. And that is something that you have to do, because if you have a big audience, if you have people engage with your content, but you don't have nobody buying anything, if you don't have anybody even buying an affiliate product, then we got a problem. Maybe you're not even promoting anything, or you're just promoting something that's not good enough. Then you gotta work on that offer. You have to improve that so you actually turn that social media from a complete time suck, which it can be, to something that's actually going to be profitable and allow you to stay home even if we stay in this pandemic for months and months and months. You have to start talking about how you can help other people with your services, and you also have to start talking about your offers, because I see a lot of people creating content. I see a lot of people, publishing photos and stories and all those kind of things, but I never really see them making real offers, and that's why I see them just staying stuck in social media all the time for months, if not years. And last but certainly not least, which I feel like that's the most important mindset shift that you have to make in order to dominate on social media in 2020 and beyond, is you have to stop stressing about the algorithm. And here's why I want you to understand that and remember that, because there's a lot of people that stress about the number of likes that they're getting. There's a lot of people that are stressed about them getting the number of comments that they're currently getting. They post a social media update and then 10 minutes go by, they don't have 10 likes, and then they freak out. That actually used to be me. So I used to freak out and just remove my posts. You have to just detach yourself from that, and you have to understand that the way algorithm works these days is if you engage, you get engagement back. So if you stay active, you do get that activity back on your posts. And if you don't, if you just stay behind your computer, if you just stay in your little bubble outside of actually being active with other people and within your community, or potentially attracting your potential community, then you are just hindering yourself from all of that potential growth that you should be getting right now. And let me tell you one thing, there's all these videos, which I've done them myself as well, about the algorithm changes and the updates. And while it's nice to stay alert about what's going on in each social media platform, you don't have to be super attached to that. You know what I'm talking about? You do have to detach from all those numbers and instead focus on connecting with your people every single day, spending time in messages, spending time voice messaging with people, potentially sending video messages, voice messages, things like that, and actually going out there talking to your community. You don't have to spend a whole lot of time. I mean, heck, you can outsource that these days. You can outsource it to an agency for them to have somebody engage for you, but if you don't have the budget for that, you can do this yourself. And while it may be time consuming, you just have to spend a little bit of time here and there throughout the day. So whether you're watching some Netflix or something, which everybody spends time on that, if you're watching your favorite TV series, if you are doing something that doesn't require a lot of your brain power, which use your toilet break for engaging on social media, right? So I'm sorry to keep it blunt and open here, but we all spend a lot of time in the toilets. So if I'm completely honest with you, everybody does. And I even have like people in my audience talk about it, and they say, hey, use that toilet break and engage with some people, send some messages. Don't be sending no voice messages, but at least engage and find new people to bring into your audience, because everybody has the time. You just have to find those little chunks of time when you can spend that time to engage and attract new people into your audience. So here you go. I really hope these 5 tips to dominate on social media were valuable. So we talked all about building an email list, and we talked all the way through engaging with people on the toilet. So I really hope this video was valuable. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below, share it with a friend, share it on Instagram stories, tag me over there. We'll be more than happy to connect with you over there as well, which you can see my handle somewhere around this video if you want to connect. And subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this kind of content, if you like to be a little bit entertained on the random note every now and then. And for more videos, be sure to check out these 2 video topics right here on the screen. And without any further ado, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was entertaining enough as well. And I hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.